Good morning. Good morning. It is a wonderful early Tuesday morning. I think it's about time for me to share some things with you about real dedication, commitment, being in tune with God. Because if you are in tune with Him, He will definitely be in tune with you, and you will know His voice when He is speaking to you. But the key is that you've got to listen to that voice. Take heed to that voice. So many of you know by now, of course, that I was just recently ordained as a diaconate, a member of the diaconate ministry, along with my other 5 brothers and sisters that we call the Super Six. But that was a long journey for me, myself. It just didn't start within these last few months. It started for me, about 5 years ago when I was first approached to join that ministry. And of course, I've shared this with the early morning group at church, a Bible study. But when I was first approached, it was a quick, hastily no, with no hesitation. Don't let me pray about it, nothing. I didn't even say, let me think about it. It was no. Because my thought was, I wasn't ready, wasn't worthy enough, of course. That right there, deacon, no, that's too close to the pastor, right up there. They're right there, no. So, no, that was not me. That was not in my plan, of course. But, of course, our plan is not God's plan. So, I pushed it off, didn't think about it anymore, never thought about it anymore, didn't have a desire to anymore. So, I guess God said, okay, my child, I'll let you have this one for now. So in the process of all of those years, God was working on me, working on my heart, stretching me, molding me, changing me, working out some things in my life with me, my spouse, us together, our marriage. And when I say He was stretching me, to be stretched by God. Whew. But it was a good stretching because I had to go through some things to get to where I am now. To be able to accept the call. So, fast forward to last year, 2019, the beginning of January 2019 to be exact, I had a dream. The middle of the night. I always wake up through the night. But this particular night, around 2 o'clock in the morning, I woke up because I had a dream, and I saw it very clearly that I was serving as a deacon at my church. The dream literally woke me up to where I sat up in the bed and I said, no, Lord, I told you, no, this is not for me. No, this not, no. I tell you the truth. That night, I could not go back to sleep at all. I laid there, I tossed, I turned, got on up 5 o'clock like I normally do. I didn't sleep the rest of the night. I thought about it the whole day, at work, but I forgot about it again. I said, no, that was just a dream that I had. Like you push dreams off, you have nightmares and you don't know why you have them. Okay, that was just a dream. Okay. I know now that was God telling me again, okay, it's you're ready now. So a couple of months down the road, I had the exact same dream, but even more vivid, even more clearly. It was like I was literally awake and the dream was happening. I was a deacon serving in the church, my church, doing deacon duties, serving the pastor, serving the people, just doing what a deacon is supposed to do, literally, what they're called to do. And when I woke up this time, and it woke me up again, I woke up this time and I was like, the only thing I could say is, okay, Lord, I hear you. I hear you. But, of course, like we have these conditions. I said, but Lord, I said, okay, Lord, I hear you. But if this is what you really want me to do, if this is in your plan for me to do, I said, Lord, if they come to me again and ask me again, and it was one deacon that asked me both times, the same deacon, and if he comes to me again and asks me, but I said lo and behold, it was having to be the same one. And I said, if they come to me again, I would say, my answer would be yes, without hesitation. I will do it. Yes, the answer is yes, Lord. I say yes to you. So, fast forward again from that dream. That next Sunday, no, it might have been 2 Sundays after, I kid you not, I walked past that deacon, which I call my church daddy. Some of you know who that is. And I just hugged him from behind because he was talking to another deacon. And I was going to keep walking on into the sanctuary. But he grabbed my arm, and I'm like, yes. So the only thing he said was, it's time. I'm not thinking, because normally on Sunday mornings I'm running anyway. You know, I speak to people, hug them, keep going, whatever word, I'm running here and there. So I said, huh? He said, it's time. Still not thinking. That was the second time. I said, what are you talking about? Then he said, it's time. That was the third time. I said, oh. And then I said, okay. You know what? The answer is yes. That's all I said. I shared my testimony with him. I said, I accept, you know, it is what it is. God has already spoken to me. He has called me. He has told me what he wants me to do. Now, even in the process of all of that, knowing that God had told me this, knowing that he wanted me to do this, even going through the study process and the getting ready and getting to that ordination process, you know, I still, even though my favorite scripture is Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, I still, when stuff would happen, people would come at me, I was still doubting myself. Because I can't say I was truly doubting God, because I know God can do all things. But I was still doubting, was this going to happen? Was this really what he wanted me to do? Did he really want me? Because now I had been asking in my prayers to become a better servant of him. So when you ask for something, he's going to give it to you. And that right there had what I had been praying for a few years, I guess, to become a better servant of him. And a deacon, that is a servant. The definition of diaconate is a servant. So if you're not in it to serve, you're in it for the wrong reason. But I asked, and I'm like, okay, so that's what he wants. But even in the process of getting to the ordination process, I was still having doubts, because I have such test anxiety, number one. And I didn't think that even up there, before we went up to the test, back there in the study room, I had, my faith had gotten up, you know, because I knew it. I knew all this. I knew all of us knew it. And I knew we were going to go through this thing and pass this together. But the devil kept coming up in the back of my head, saying, nah, yeah, this ain't for you. You know, you ain't gonna, you're gonna mess up. Still eating at me. But you know what? God made that thing happen. He made that thing happen. I don't know how, but he did it. As nervous as I was sitting up there, shaking, legs shaking, every time I sat down, my legs would not be still. When they asked a question, I heard the question. I don't know how, but as soon as my mouth opened, but every time before I spoke, I would just say in my mind, help me, Lord, help me, Jesus. And the words just came out calmly, smoothly, like I was just a pro at it. And Lord knows I am not a pro at test exams or anything. But he did that thing. He worked it out. And I said all this to say, when God calls you to do anything, when he gives you a vision, when he gives you what he has for you to do, when he gives you his plan for your life, he is going to make it happen. He is going to equip you with what you need. Me, I know I'm not a Bible scholar. And that's one of the reasons why I knew myself, I was saying, oh no, I'm not worthy enough for that. But God will make you and mold you into what he needs you to be. Even if you don't think you're good enough. He's going to equip you with all of the tools you need to succeed for his will. So if you're in it for his will, hey, it's going to happen. So if he has given you the vision, if he has called you to do his ministry work, then guess what, my friends? He is going to make it happen for sure. Remember that, remember that, remember that. That was just a little testimony today that I wanted to share for you, to encourage you to keep believing, keep having faith. God will never give up on you, so please don't give up on him. No matter what happens, no matter what you're going through, it won't always be like that. And a lot of times when you're going through, he is shaping you and molding you into the person that he needs you to be for his work. I love you, my friends, and I hope that this has helped somebody out there to keep on pushing on. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Be blessed, my friends, and remember to always be a blessing to someone else. Bye-bye now.